guys, so I'm just sitting here editing up True Blue Chinwags for you guys. I just thought I'd do a sort of an intro. I know this week I said I'd be getting yarns back. It'll be next week, yarns will be all back to normal. I'll try and get a new guest host for us as well. But yeah, unfortunately we're still waiting on the house to settle, so I've been busy doing bits and pieces, but next week it will be back to normal. And yeah, we've raised a hell of a lot of money for Brain Injury Australia. So that'll all get revealed on next week's yarns, as well as hopefully the house has all gone through. We're currently waiting to go unconditional. So there's like finance clause. We gave them 12 days. Unfortunately, their mortgage broker is useless and they needed an additional 7 days. So that's up tomorrow when this goes live. It'll be run out. So hopefully it's all gone through. And then next week I'll be sharing some massive news with you. So no, I won't tell you. Next week, there's some really exciting things happening with the channel. Both channels actually. It'll open up some massive content. I've already started planning for it. We just need the sale to go through, and then that's it. It's off and running and full steam ahead, and a really exciting probably next 6 months for both of the channels. So watch this space. Hopefully the house sells and I can share that with you next week. But until then, please enjoy this week's True Blue Chinwag. See you next week. Bye.
Are you ready? Off Track Podcasts presents True Blue Chinwags. Subscribe now.
Hey mate, how you going?
Great, mate. How you going there?
Yeah, not too bad. So you're going for the trifecta. You're going to have done all three. So you've done, well, we were actually filmed this earlier, but an idiot deleted it. So we've done a spotlight, you've done a yarns, and now you're doing a True Blue Chinwag.
Chinwag.
So Introduce yourself to anybody who doesn't know. They should know you by now.
G'day guys, how you going? My name's Elvin. My YouTube channel is Adventuring Pals. It's just our family travelling around Australia since our kids were like not even one. So 2017 I think I started posting on YouTube, and then from 2020 it was like twice a week, and then now once a week.
You do product reviews?
Yep, so I do the travel vlogs are like the core of my channel, and then I do product reviews, DIYs, talking heads. I talk a bit about different products and if they're like absolutely necessary to travel and that kind of stuff. So,
and then there's also a cook up with your dad.
Yes.
See, I remembered something from our last chat.
I did do a cook up with my dad, and a couple of the cook ups, but I probably don't do a lot of them anymore. I think they just hurt the channel.
Yep. Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, they get a lot of views and the subscribers, but they subscribers don't watch the rest. They want to see
that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So I have actually been in the pipeline to make a whole other channel about cooking with my dad and just cooking with anyone, but that's going to happen when we stop traveling.
That'll be. I reckon you'll get a lot of people want to see that, because for people that don't know you, so you're Fijian,
Indian, yeah.
So it was like was it? Let's see how good my memory is. Was it like a sort of, I don't know what's the name, but a hangi?
We did the hangi thing too, but I didn't put that on there. It was a pulao. It was like a rice dish, like a biryani sort of thing. And I have people still pull me up, and my dad saw someone in an aeroplane and goes, "Did you do the video about the pulao?" And it's like, "Yep."
So what's a pulao?
It's like a biryani thing. It's like it's a rice and meat all in one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what? But Fijians also do hangis.
Yeah.
Man, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, we just did a big hangi for my brother-in-law's 40th.
Stop it.
I did take some footage of it, but it was like raining, and I was too busy to shoot it properly, so I'll just binned it.
You guys comment below. Would you like to see him do hangis? I'd definitely watch some hangi. It's something that's different, that's not out there.
Yeah,
and
true.
I think people love different. And Fire to Fork, I can't believe nobody's stolen his idea.
Well, there's a lot of people who do it as part of their channel but it's not their sole channel. Like that's where Fire and Fork I think did really well, because he just like niched down so much. It's not just cooking. It's not just campfire cooking. It's like, I mean, it's not just camping cooking. It's like campfire cooking. So. And that's if you just focus on one thing on your channel, it does really well.
So there you go. You could be the next Fire to Fork, but doing hangis.
Hangis? I don't know how much hangis you could do.
And then so basically, so you've travelled. Have you done the whole lap of Australia?
Yeah, we've been around once. So we started travelling full time in 2019.
Yep.
Did it for 3 years, and then we stopped to put the boys in school.
Yep.
Did 2 years of that, and then we decided, let's hit the road again. There's a few things that happened. The boys weren't having a good time at school, and then I had a bit of a health scare, and so that kind of like, you know what, time is precious, so let's just do it again.
Yep.
So we decided to do it again. We did all of last year and then going to go again this year. So, yeah, but in all that time, we've only been around once. So I want to get back to WA this year.
Because it's a big country, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it's massive.
Because I've looked at doing little sectional travels.
Yeah.
Now that we've got the van, and WA is where everyone that's on the East Coast wants to go to WA, which is unfortunately why WA you're being smashed.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot more people live on the East Coast, I believe.
Yes.
But man, it is so far to go. Like, you can't just go over and
No.
do a quick trip and come back. It
No
has
way.
to be.
Yeah. You may as well take 6 months.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If you're going to go all the way there,
Yeah.
you may as well take your time and do it nice and slow.
And then we looked at chucking the car and caravan on a truck. But then This Is Living did their video where they did that. They put their car and boat, I think it was, on a truck, and then it disappeared.
What?
Yep, they couldn't find it. It didn't rock up in WA, and it was like stress for 2 weeks trying to track down their boat and car.
Oh, God.
And apparently, it's a common thing that if you go with the wrong company, they actually give your car keys to random, so they pay to drive your car there instead of putting it on a truck.
Oh, no. What?
Yeah,
Did they find it?
So they eventually got it back, luckily undamaged, where a lot of people have it get them back really damaged. So it's not a good practice to do it.
I wouldn't want to do that because you might racking up all the Ks and the risk of being on the road.
Yep. So I looked at doing it because literally time wasn't the money. The time is the greatest asset.
As for most people, it would be. Yeah.
So we wanted to basically do a thing, end in Northern Territory and have the whole thing trucked back. But then, when we saw that, we were like, okay, that's not an option.
Yeah. Yeah. You could do it in 6 months easy, maybe even 3 months, but you have to rush through it.
Yeah.
Most of the bits.
Which isn't enjoyable. And
Nah.
the hard thing is you don't want to go all the way over there, not see spots, and then have to go back.
Yeah, well, I know my mate's parents, they were going around and then they stopped in like Broome, came back home for like a year or something and then went back to it. Just left their car and van there.
So, everyone watching, where would you say to them is your number one best spot that you've been in Australia so far?
Just over there, bro.
Stop it, really?
Fraser Island, it's my favourite, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of everywhere?
Yeah.
Man.
And we go there, like, I've been there, I don't know, 30, 40 times. I love it.
Jeez, you may beat me. As a tour guide, I've been there a hell of a lot.
Yeah? Oh, you'd be more than me then. You'd be like every day.
Yeah, because I was there, so I did 2-night stays or 1-night stays, and I would take 20, 25 different backpackers at a time.
How was that?
Yeah, that was interesting. If you're single, brilliant job. If you're in a relationship, don't do what it is. You get lots of offers. And by some pretty good-looking Sheilas from different countries. And it's tempting, and it was just smart for me to get out of it.
Yeah, probably. Good
And then,
call.
if you're not a drinker either, like everyone that watches the channel knows that I don't drink at all.
Yeah,
So
right.
that was also eye-opening for me. Backpackers, as we all know, man, they can drink.
Yeah.
So I had one. I went upstairs because I'd camp in a tent while they were all in the house. Dude passed out in his own spew and urine. Couldn't wake him up.
Oh, no.
And me not drinking, I've never seen somebody pass out.
Oh, really?
And thank God there was a nurse. So she checked his pulse and said he's alive. He's just completely out of it. And then we sort of woke him up, and then he went, I feel sorry for the owners of the business. He then went into a bed. So then he put this piss, and he also shat himself as well. The piss, the spew, all through the bed.
Oh, my God, the trifecta.
Yeah. So that was eye-opening. But majority of the time it was pretty fun.
Yeah, right.
And then what's really interesting, you would think that you would never get bored of such a beautiful spot. But when you're there every single day, the spots did become nothing.
Yeah. Man, it must be like it's work, right?
Yep.
So for me, when we go, I just pretty much drive right past the Mahina, unless there's someone new I'm taking that I've never been. A lot of the spots we just drive right past, like coloured scenes. It's pretty as you're looking at it, you know. But I just like going there. It's like always relaxing for us because we always go there on holidays. And I don't know, I just love it. But there's like endless list of places around Australia you can go to. That's just as pretty.
Okay, so Fraser's number one. Let's go through your top 5.
Oh,
Where
God.
else would you recommend?
See, it's so hard, bro. I love Cape York.
Oh, really? I haven't even done Cape York.
It's good. I didn't even do the telly track. I just loved it because we went
Did you
there.
drive in and out of the telly track and see the waterfalls?
We saw Elliot Falls, Twin Falls, that little pocket. Because I was planning to, because we took our caravan up and we had a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Yep.
And what our plan was to leave the van at Bramwell Junction and do a bit of the telly track, but we had split the intercooler hose. And so I like duct taped it up, and I didn't want to risk it, so we just,
So that was on the PDR?
Yeah. So we just, but regardless, I hear that the teletrack is really awesome, but people have been like with the creeks and stuff. But we kind of got a taste of that. But just the fishing is awesome. It was a really relaxing place for us.
Yeah. Because for me, we do plan on doing it, but we don't want to do the OTT. We just want to do the ducking in and seeing the spots. Yeah. Because, man, the car's too expensive to replace.
Bro, we were there. We were camped at Stacia for like a month all up. And every day there was cars coming in that drowned brand new cruisers like yours. Drowned it.
See?
And heaps. Every day there's cars coming in, something wrong with it.
Which, I don't know. There may be people that love that challenge of four-wheel driving, where that's not me. I love seeing the beautiful spots.
Yeah, me too.
So if I can get to those beautiful waterfalls without doing the damage to my car, sign me up.
Yeah. I don't mind four-wheel driving. It's the deep creek crossings that's a no for me.
So how do you feel about them wanting to tar the PDR?
Oh, mate, I'm all for it.
Oh, really?
I'll be honest with you. We lived there for a while. 6 months all up between Cooktown, Stacia, Thursday Island and Weipa. Even talking to the locals, it's going to bring in more traffic for them, which most people watching this probably think is a negative thing, but it's not. It's going to bring in more money for them and everything else. And man, there's so many other places. If you're doing a drive for the adventure, there's so many other places, and the OTT is never going to get sealed. Right? You can still do that. There's so many other places.
The Frenchmen still have the other one down in the Daintree,
Bloomfield, Crib Track, and there's so many other tracks you can do. Sealing the PDR, I think it's fine. Yeah, I can't wait for it to be done. I can take my Caravan there.
As we talk about, when you discuss things, you get a different perspective. Because I was always like, nah, don't do it. It needs to be the adventure of getting to Cape York, that effort. But as you said, we can still go up there, then have the effort tracks.
Yeah.
Which, then your car doesn't get destroyed trying to get there. Because all I've heard from people, that PDR just wrecks everything. To the point where a lot of caravan manufacturers put Cape York as an exclusion. You're not allowed to take your caravan there.
Yeah, true. We went there with our old Jayco expander, single axle, no dramas at all. But we saw lots of, like, off-road camper trailers. Snapped in half. Utes snapped in half. Lots of broken down cars, flipped over cars, and it does come down to how you drive it too.
Yeah. So that shows if it got tarred, then that wouldn't happen.
No.
Which, as you said, we're all about sort of giving money to these communities.
Yeah.
And that'd be great. Like, you can basically re-energise that whole area and make it into a bigger tourist mecca.
Yeah. And you got to think about the locals who live there too. It's hard, man. It's so remote. We had a lot of friends in Weipa, and they would drive down from Weipa to Cairns so they can get their car serviced and then take the kids to the cinemas because their kids have been up there for 6 months without going to the movies and that kind of stuff. So, and these guys do it at night. They finish work, drive the PDR down at night just so they can have a weekend away. Like, so if it was sealed, it'd be not that bad.
Yep. So you guys let us know. What do you think about it being sealed? Because, it's definitely a bit of a saucy topic, and I'd love to get your thoughts.
I reckon I'm probably in the minority of people who would like to see it sealed.
But you've lived there, so you actually have a better perspective.
Very briefly, but
So what about what's coming up for 2025 for you guys?
Yeah, like I said, we want to get to WA.
Yep.
And I think...
we spend a long time there?
Yeah, probably another 6 months or so will be enough. But we're just going back to the places we've been to already and loved, and just doing it all again.
Do you guys work while you're on the road?
Yeah, that's the only way we can do it.
Yep.
My wife works in the medical industry.
Yep.
I do the homeschooling and then YouTube and a bit of writing and that kind of stuff. So that pays for like a couple of tanks of fuel. And
then the YouTube doesn't pay a lot, does it?
Not for me anyway.
I think people are starting to learn now that it's not what everyone thought it was. I thought it was a quick get-rich scheme.
Never. It's always a slow burn to get there. And he can make it, like, you look at Brady Moss, he'd be, he'd be sitting pretty. Yep. And other channels, you can make it full-time too. But for me, YouTube has started off and is always probably going to be documenting our adventures.
Yep.
And then I've just sort of done the DIY stuff like that just to help out people. Because I know I like watching that kind of stuff. So I pretty much just create videos that I like watching.
So I want to actually give you a really big mention. From last time we hung out, I got to know you pretty well. And you're not a traditional YouTuber. Now I've met a lot of YouTubers. You're not a traditional one that's in it at all for the money.
Yeah.
We spoke about how the travel content's probably hurting your page, and you go, well, I like doing it, so I'm going to leave it there. Which is where I was with my page, and then I cracked and crumbled and went, okay, I love doing the travel stuff, but it's hurting my channel, it's gone.
Yeah.
And now I just
have a third channel.
Yeah. And that's unfortunately what you need. You need to literally break everything off onto specific channels where you're going, nah, I like doing it. I like giving people the information, and you're just going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Everything you do on your channel is literally for your viewers.
Yeah.
You don't care that it hurts the algorithm. You just do it because it's what's right for them.
Exactly. Like my videos, I do DIYs, and when I talk about stuff, like I just did for example, my last video, the talking head one, was about long range tanks, and do you really need it for traveling around Australia? That did amazingly well. Over 10k views 6k views in 1 week, right? Which is huge for me. Compared to my last travel vlog, which was on Gari, was like 200 views over the weekend period. So, but I still, and that the travel vlog took me, like, besides being on the island and shooting the video, took me like over 10 hours to edit.
Yep.
Whereas the other video, I literally turned the camera on, sat down like this, talked about it. I mean, I had a list of what I want to talk about, and then edited it up all in the one day.
Yep.
And posted it, and it does well. And but like I said, it's not about doing it for the money or the clicks or the views or whatever. I just do it because that's what I want to do. The channel is about me, about what I want to do, and that's what it's going to be.
So yeah, if you want a really good channel to follow, Caravan, he'll actually put up stuff that you want to see, not stuff just to get the clicks, to get the money.
Yeah.
Which that's what you really want to see on YouTube. People being genuine and putting up videos just for you guys.
Because I feel like that's where YouTube started.
Yep.
And it was always about the amateurs.
Yep.
But now a lot of these pros have come across to the channel, which is fine. Like I watch Forward Drive 24/7 and all the.
Because even Pat Callahan, Mr. 4x4.
Yeah.
Is he still on TV or now he's purely on YouTube?
I don't know. I used to be on TV.
He used to be on Channel 10.
Yeah.
But now I've noticed he's putting up full episodes
I
on
did see
YouTube.
that. I haven't seen the episode, but I saw that he put up a whole episode on the whole series almost, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Canon stock room.
Yeah. Oh god, man, I would love to do that.
Man, you want to talk about trashing your car though? That looks like it would be hard because I think he said it takes 22 days to do 800 Ks.
Oh really?
Yep, it is just slow going, brutal. Everything's overgrown, scratches your car, so you have to put on the PPF before you go.
Okay.
Because your car's just going to get
Mine's
demolished.
already like that. My car's always like that. I don't know why.
So yeah, I'm really. I wouldn't say I'm precious. Lloyd was precious. Lloyd cleans his car every week. Mine gets cleaned every 6 months, but I still don't like scratching it.
Yeah, I buy my cars just like anything. I buy it to use and to use well, and I never think about resale.
So here's something interesting for you guys. All my previous four-wheel drives, that was my mentality.
Yeah.
Then I bought this thing that cost literally, as they're known as, cost a fucking mortgage. And you're so precious with it that you don't want to use it.
Is that probably the most capable car you've had too?
Most capable car I've had, yet it's the car that's done the least amount of four-wheel driving.
Yeah, right.
So take that into mind when you're buying a four-wheel drive, that if you actually buy one that's more cost-effective, you're probably going to use it more.
Yeah. I've bought new cars now only because I don't want to have troubles with fixing someone else's problems.
Oh,
right?
the warranty
and
is...
bro, the amount of times we've been to Rainbow
Yep.
and you see cars, Land Cruisers do it a bit, like they're expensive cars, but people will drive them into the bloody surf to get around the rocks and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't want to buy that.
I don't understand the people that drive into the water. Like, how dumb can you be?
I don't know. Maybe that's the thing is what they're supposed to do. Because they drive down the beach and you get, I can't get these rocks in the way. I must have to drive around it. Like, I don't know.
Because there's two spots on Fraser where it's like that. You've got to go up over the bypasses.
Yeah.
Unless if it's like
Yidney,
a really low tide.
Yidney and Payungun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geez, good on you with the memory.
Yeah, I've just been there. That's why.
But yeah, let's sort of leave it there. These are meant to be short and sharp. So I hope you've got to know him a fair bit more. There's going to be some great stuff coming up on his channel. Your product reviews are brilliant. Get along, give him a follow. He's been nice enough to help out and do a whole bunch of episodes with me now. And I reckon, yeah, you're an absolute character.
Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
well worth the subscribe. What are we up to now? Now we're going to go feed some homeless.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're a bit sort of nervous that we might get bashed.
Oh, no, I say this because, like, when we said, oh yeah, we should just do that, like feed the homeless instead of giving the money away to some charity, that weekend, there was police out here arresting the homeless for bashing someone.
And then I filmed an episode just up there, and there was a homeless lady that got arrested by the cops.
There you go. Probably the same story.
Yep.
So we're a little bit nervous. Wish us luck.
Yep. Next episode I have black eyes, you know what you're going to do. See you
All right,
guys.
guys. Catch you in the next one.